Retrobit, who have produced various consoles, new retro consoles and controllers. They just come out with that. What is it? Retrobit Generations, which we spoke about when it came out. So that was an all-in-one console that had like Capcom games, Jaleco games on it. Goes for like $60. I don't think it's gotten the best reviews, unfortunately, due to some issues with emulation speeds and things of that nature, stretch games. But Retrobit's coming out with something new. Capcom-themed controllers and Jaleco Multicarts are coming out in 2017. So they're going to have USB controllers and for retro platforms. So they're going to go after the NES and Super Nintendo market and NES Classic Edition, as well as USB for a PC and Mac. First off, for God's sake, people, for all you hardware manufacturers out there, look at the picture right now, please do not put the B and A buttons on an NES controller in an upward diagonal slant. Do not do it in an upwards diagonal slant, because there's some games like Double Dragon where you have to hit B and A at the same time. So either keep them in a freaking row so I can hit them with my thumb at the same time, or put them in a downwards diagonal slant, the natural sort of positioning of the hand, so that I can hit those two buttons at once. When you do the fucking reverse, which is what that stupid dogboat controller does, it makes it so much harder to hit both B and A at the same time. Because then you gotta like awkwardly tilt your wrist in to hit them both at the same time. Anyway, that aside, I'm insane. So they're gonna have skins on these controllers. They're gonna have a Ghosts and Goblins one, Mega Man, and Street Fighter 2 with Ryu on there. And it looks like the Ghosts and Goblins one's pretty cute. It's got Arthur on there. Whatever, it's harmless. They license out the art and fucking put them on the controllers that they've had laying around. And they're going to be for $19.99 each. Whatever. That's pretty harmless to me. I don't care so much about that either way. I more care about the quality of the controllers. I do not have any experience with Retrobit controllers personally to know if they're going to be good or not. But what's more exciting to me are the multi-carts coming out for NES, Game Boy, and Super Nintendo. And they're going to be all Jaleco games. God, Jaleco. Who doesn't love Jaleco? Who the hell owns Jaleco? Is that Capcom? Jaleco. What the hell happened to Jaleco? Our buddies Jaleco. Quick, we'll go down memory lane a little bit. Jaleco was founded October 3rd, 1974 as the Japan Leisure Company Limited. That's a fast forward. November 1st, 2000, Jaleco was acquired by Hong Kong company PCCW. Emerged into something called Jaleco Entertainment. New U.S. division can be found in Buffalo, New York. All right, Ian. I know you were an intern there at some point at Jaleco. Hyperlink sold its stock in Jaleco. Oh my God, this company has been sold about 12 times the past 15 years. This is unbelievable. Oh my God. Then it changed its name to MCOM Holdings in 2009. Oh Christ. Delisted from some sort of Japanese stock exchange. All right, so it's still Jaleco somehow, but a holdings company bought it. Good old holding companies. Yeah. So getting back to this before I go out of my freaking mind on this podcast. A little too late for that. But here's what you got. The Super Retro 22-in-1 is going to feature a bunch of games. I'm familiar with some of these, not all of them. Okay? Then I'll tell you if it's worth it. Argus, never heard of it. Astaniacs, Bases Loaded, Base Loaded 2. Bashi Bazook, never heard of it. City Connection, Ian's favorite freaking game in the universe. Espercore, Exerion, which was a game that never came out here, was on the Famicom. Field Combat, another one of those Famicom games that never came out here, you find on Multicarts. Formation Z, Good Old Hoops, Ju-Do Warriors, Monster Club, Ninja Jaja Maroon-kun, Ninja Jaja Maru no Dabuken, no idea. Pinball Quest, came out on the NES. Pizza Pop, no idea. Plasma Ball, Rodland, The Black Bass, The Blue Marlin, and Totally Rad, which I think I gave 3 stars in a certain NES guidebook to Totally Rad. not the strongest lineup. I mean, it's only $20. So if it's on, you know what? I'd give it a shot. You know what? I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to be fair. To me, it's going to come down to, though, you know, it's going to come down to, obviously, those ones I never freaking heard of. Pizza Pop, the Ninja Games, Monster Club. Are those going to be worth it? Because I've played some of these ones like Azerion, Field Combat, obviously Black Bass, Blue Marlin, Totally Red. Actually, those Blue Marlin and Black Bass are good fishing games if you're into that. But overall, I'm not super impressed by that. Here's the Super Retro 1001 for Game Boy. These, I almost know none of them. Alright, so I can't even comment on if this is a good deal or not for these 10 games. Avenging Spirit, Banishing Racer, Bases Loaded, Battle Unit Zeoth, Fortified Zone, Hero Pinball Party, Ikari no Usai 2, Maru's Mission. Oh, alright, I think I've heard of that one. Rodland again, and Sold M. Alright. Here's the Super Nintendo, the Super Retro 10-in-1. Big Run, I never heard of that. Brawl Brothers, Operation Logic Bomb, Rival Turf, which is not that good. Super Bases Loaded, which I had, which is not that good. Super Earth Defense Force, Super Professional Baseball 2. I don't think that came out here. The Ignition Factor, The Peacekeepers, and Tough Enough, which is not that good. So just based upon the ones that I know, Jaleco's run on the Super Nintendo was not memorable. Not memorable. Operation Logic Bomb. Let me remember what that one was. Operation Logic Bomb, because that to me is like one of the best names ever. Let's look at Operation Logic Bomb to see how fun this one looked real quick. All right, that looks like a pretty, overhead run and gun shooter. All right, whatever. I mean, that's you're not doing the game any favors by naming it after a fucking puzzle game, Operation Logic Bomb. It's almost like in some sort of Jesus Christ. Oh, he's shooting him. Like some sort of like Alien Syndrome type of game. But maybe a little more advanced. Again, cautiously optimistic about the Super Retro 22-in-1 for the NES. Then for the 10-in-1s for the Game Boy and Super Nintendo, I'll probably pass at this point. But I wanted to comment on this because we're not getting to the point where all these companies are starting to pump out as much as they can to capitalize on this market for all the defunct properties. But Jaleco, there's some better. I love Jaleco. Hell, you got Hoops on the Nintendo one. Yeah, I want that Nintendo one. I'll probably get a hold of that Nintendo one at some point. But will you see like a Capcom version of this? Probably not. The properties are probably too valuable to put on a $20 cartridge. I mean, I could have freaking licensed out the games for that amount then. Holy crap.